In this video, we will cover YZS Code Generator IDE Designer. After connecting to a database, each database object, table or view, will be mapped into an XML.dl file. Which YZS Code Generator object configuration file? Let's take a look at the example dbo_expense.xml.dl. There are three configuration sections. Those are data, method, and UI. The IDE Designer is similar to Microsoft SQL Server reporting services. On Data tab, Table View will be mapped into an entity class. Each field will be mapped as attribute by default. Primary key can be mapped to a collection list from a foreign key table referred to it, but by default it is excluded. Similarly, each foreign key will be mapped to an instance of the parent table it refers to, and by default it is also excluded. In addition, you can configure virtual association to map to other database object without primary key and foreign key relationships. On Method tab, built-in methods such as insert, update, delete, get by primary key, and get all will be automatically created for you, and they are not editable as well. Each foreign key will be automatically create two methods, select and delete, and they are editable. Additionally, you can also configure custom methods to meet your specific business needs. We will create a custom method to search by expense date and expense type, with paging and interactive sorting. You can also mark Auto UI to automatically add a UI object into the third tab if necessary. You can change database command type. By default, it is Auto Store Procedure. You can change to existing store procedure or type in the TSQL as necessary. The third tab is UI. There are two default UIs, single record and collection list. In the current YZS UI, everything will be categorized as a single object or collection object. We can add more or configure them. We will need to configure the collection list UI with the new customized method we created. You can double-click List UI to open and configure the details. There are three menus on the left, and those are Template, Method, and UI. The Template menu gives you options to change the UI template and corresponding template properties. Method menu allows user to select a binding method from the second tab from the current UI and configure parameters UI as necessary. UI menu can be used to customize UI fields display for each database object. Now we go ahead and cover List UI template properties. Once selected, each UI template property will display a simple property description with the output UI sample image on the right panel. Each YZS Code Generator UI is divided into two main parts, Search Panel and Content. Search Panel, there are two properties related with search. And then there is Search Panel Display Mode. There are three options available in Search Panel Display Mode, and those are Model Pop-up, Inline, and Collapsible Panel. Model Pop-up is the default behavior built on Ajax. Inline basically display search criteria in a line. Collapsible panel is built on Ajax as well. Now we want to move on to the support profile. If this option is enabled, users can save the current search criteria for the future visit. Moving ahead, we'll see the content options. Content will allow you to edit, delete, add each record. Content properties will allow you to customize the UI behavior. There are three row edit modes with the UI behaviors available, and those are Inline, Ajax Modal Pop-up, and Redirect. Inline means edit will be in the current row. Ajax Modal Pop-up will pop-up box to edit details. Redirect will redirect the current row into a separate window via ID to display details to view and edit. In Pager settings, the application also offers users to modify the page settings as well. In the method configuration options, we allow users to change the binding method defined in the method list. Each method parameter will be automatically mapped to a corresponding default control. The next menu we have is UI content. By default, all database fields except for the built-in fields will be mapped to a UI component control. Each foreign key will be mapped to a link button with details in the model pop-up on click. If it is inline edit mode, you can configure edit control for edit, add new rows. You can also customize each field, look and feel. You can add, delete, move up and down fields as necessary and required. You can also add a primary key field to show list details from foreign key tables as well.